Welcome to the Daily Review. This is Fed Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading. Today is February 7th, 2025, and today is Friday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, we're watching Meta, JP Morgan, and Netflix all make new all-time record highs. But first, look at today's major economic events. So we have at 3:30 South African time, out of Canada, we have an unemployment change number coming out, and simultaneously from the United States, a big NFP non-farm payroll number coming out. Now, looking at the market, starting out with the Forex symbols, major pairs are really unchanged. And as we shift over to the indices, the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ, mixed. One is up, one is down. Now, looking at commodities, gold, oil, and natural gas all bounce. And looking at stocks, NVIDIA continues to rebound to the upside. And lastly, looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin remains unchanged and sitting on support. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go. First with the Euro USD. Yes, we got a bounce, and then it's unchanged, okay? And the majors all are like this. I mean, if we look even on some of the other major pairs like the British pound or the Japanese yen, all doing the same thing. British pound just really unchanged and not trading much. And so is the Japanese yen. Now, the Japanese yen throughout the week did get strong. So this is newsworthy. And we need to make a point of this, that we did slide. The dollar did slide versus the Japanese yen, as the yen had strengthened from 154 down to 155, which is a big move for the Japanese yen. Okay, so this is really very important. We'll see if we get that bounce next week. Now, we are hitting that 30-day moving average, and that I did mention the other day, and we bounced off of it. But the question is whether or not we're going to break lower. So that's something to consider. Now, looking at the commodities, they all pretty much bouncing, okay? Gold had a slight bounce the other day after a sell-off. So did crude oil, finally getting a bounce, but it's still in a downwards momentum. And natural gas also finally breaking that sell-off. We went from 430 down to 3. That's a major move for natural gas. People made a lot of money or lost a lot of money in this move, depending on which side they were on. Now, looking at the U.S. markets. Now, yesterday, the markets were pretty much mixed. The NASDAQ did gain yesterday, while the Dow Jones sold off yesterday. Okay, so a little bit mixed cues there. However, the stocks were not mixed. They knew where they were going. Okay, so let's take a look at it. JP Morgan making all-time record highs, 276, and continues to push even higher. If we look at Meta, also pushing to new record highs, 711 right here, as that is topping off 717. And the other stock to really push us higher was Netflix, okay, pushing even higher than 1,000, 1,014. Let's say if it gets a stock split, that's what we were speaking about earlier. Now, Cisco is a bellwether. Cisco is a major corporation, and it's really a very important company when we're trading the financial markets. It is on its all-time record highs and sitting there, not breaking higher. This is super important because this is, if it does break higher, it may mean that we'll bring out some more stocks with us on the upside as well. So this is something to look forward to, whereas AMD not doing it. Okay, actually breaking its 200-day moving average on a weekly chart. That's very significant, and that's very important to note on the flip side. Now, NVIDIA on the other side is gaining, okay? It went down to supportish level at 111 and bouncing off of it and trying to make it back to that 126 right now. So we're halfway, almost there completely. Now, Bitcoin has been kind of quiet the last couple of days, really just consolidating in this 966-ish area, not doing much, okay? So this is Bitcoin. This is its character, right? It goes up, it goes down, and then it just churns and doesn't do much, okay? So until it shows us in one direction or another, keep this in mind. This is Fed Razak. I want to wish everybody a great trading day and a beautiful weekend. Thank you.